Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm Tristan Winder in the News 2 streaming studio at the Morning Pulse here on this Monday, March 17th. With multiple plane crashes and malfunctioning making recent national headlines, travelers may be a little hesitant to fly. Flying is statistically the best way and the safest way to travel. But in the last few months, there have been multiple reports of plane crashes, including the collision between American Airlines flight and an Army helicopter over the Potomac River in January. A psychiatrist with CHI Health Systems here in Nebraska says just one bad experience can lead to more anxiety in the future when it comes to flying.
Flying can become an anxiety situation if we've had previous experiences or situations in which we found ourselves going through a difficult time and having anxiety related to that. Sometimes that can beget more anxiety in the future. It kicks in our survival instincts, and that can sometimes lead us to start reacting in a way as if it's happening today.
If you're feeling anxious approaching a flight or while you're already in the air, there are some things you can try to do to manage your anxiety and discomfort.
If you are still feeling anxious, it's not a bad idea to consider distractions for yourself, maybe listening to music when you go into the airplane or reading a book while you are in there, recognizing that sometimes when there is a bumpy ride, it doesn't always necessarily mean that we're having a difficult um, situation in the flight.
In sporting news, the Husker women's basketball team are going to the big dance after they secured a spot in the women's NCAA tournament. The Lady Huskers will be competing in the Bingham's 3 regional the Birmingham's 3 regional, and that starts with a matchup at the 7th seed Louisville Cardinals this Friday at the 5 o'clock in the afternoon will be the tip-off time for that. They'll start in Fort Worth, Texas, being hosted by the Big 12 champion TCU Horned Frogs. For coverage, you can stick with our sports team here as the week progresses. In other sporting news, not looking as well for the Nebraska men's basketball team when it comes to March Madness on the men's side, but we do have a couple of teams represented here in the great state of Nebraska, as both Omaha and Creighton are receiving March Madness bids. Omaha getting an auto bid as Summit League champ, as the Mavericks are the 15th seed in the West region and will play second seed St. John's on Thursday at 8:45 on CBS. Creighton, they claim a spot in the Big East, and the Blue Jays are the 9th seed in the South region and will play 8th seed Louisville Thursday on CBS as well. In national news, the deadline for Americans to file their taxes is now less than a month away. The IRS, like many other government departments, has faced an upheaval since the Trump administration took over. Over the past 7 weeks, key top executives have left the IRS, and about 6,700 probationary employees lost their jobs last month as well. Despite the upheaval, tax professionals tell CNN that they are not seeing any problems with people filing their taxes or getting refunds, but there does seem to be a slowdown with people who have amended their taxes in recent years and trying to set up a payment plan to pay taxes as well. An important recall for coffee drinkers as the FDA is removing more than 75,000 bottles of International Delight Creamer from shelves. Consumers with the hazelnut or cinnamon bun classic cinnamon roll flavored creamers should immediately throw them away. The FDA says that they've received complaints of illnesses and the creamers being spoiled. So far, no word on how many people became sick as part of this recall. And you may want to get your nearest gas station as soon as possible and grab a Powerball ticket as the jackpot continues growing. The Powerball lottery jackpot has jumped to $398 million, and that's after nobody matched all the numbers in Saturday's drawing. The winning numbers for Saturday's drawing, 12, 28, 33, 36, 54, with a Powerball of 5. The next drawing, happening today, as the jackpot will have a cash value of at least $185 million. Lastly, today, Pope Francis celebrated Mass on Sunday among priests while recovering in a hospital in Rome. The Vatican released the first photo of the 88-year-old since he'd been in the hospital for treatment for double pneumonia in mid-February. Pope Francis is shown taking part in what the Vatican described as a concelebrated Mass in the hospital's chapel. According to the Vatican, the Pope remains stable in condition and continues his physical and respiratory therapy. The Vatican says Pope Francis also worked a little bit during the day, and we'll see the results of his work in the coming days as well. Writing out the morning pulse here on this Monday, March 17th, with a check of the 7-day forecast. Another beautiful day for us in store today with temperatures in the upper 70s. Gets a little bit cooler tomorrow and stronger wind gusts as well. That's going to be the story for the mid part of the work week. Strong wind gusts, and can't rule out chances of moisture with that as well. But still, spring-like conditions for us here throughout greater Nebraska.